What if the dream you were sold was just another prison? You wake up one day in your mid-30s, no alarm clock, no meetings, no boss. You did it. You beat the system. Early retirement, financial freedom. You won the game. But instead of relief, there's a void, a silence that hums like static, and a single haunting question. Now what? This is the untold story of the FIRE movement. Financial independence, retire early. It began as a rebellion, but somewhere along the way, it became something else. A cult of escape, built on the illusion that money can free you from the parts of yourself you don't want to face. The FIRE movement didn't begin in greed. It was born in burnout. Young professionals drowning in corporate despair began crunching numbers. If you could save 70% of your income, live lean, invest wisely, you could be free by 35. No more email chains, no more soul-crushing commutes, no more pretending. And at first, it felt revolutionary, like unplugging from the matrix, a quiet army of spreadsheet warriors plotting their escape. But what were they really running from? Because beneath the surface wasn't just a hatred of work. There was a deeper ache, the feeling that life was slipping away, that somewhere you had traded meaning for money, and no one had shown you how to get it back. Ironically, chasing FIRE demands obsession, meticulous budgeting, extreme frugality, delayed gratification. For years, you monitor your net worth like a lifeline. Every dollar is a soldier in the war against dependence. But here's the twist. Freedom becomes another job. You start cutting everything that doesn't optimize the mission. Vacations, social outings, hobbies, even relationships, because every moment spent enjoying the present feels like betrayal of the future. And slowly, the movement morphs from liberation into control, from freedom into fear. You're no longer escaping the system. You've just replaced it with a quieter one, a cleaner one, but just as rigid. And then it happens. You hit your number. You walk away. No more meetings, no more managers. You buy a van, travel the world, live the minimalist dream. And then the silence sets in, because no one tells you that retirement at 35 isn't freedom. It's an existential vacuum. When your entire life has been optimized for escape, you forget how to be present. You wake up not knowing what day it is, and not because you're relaxed, but because you're untethered. Purpose, identity, contribution, all the things you thought money could replace, start to claw at the edges of your mind. Some go back to work, not because they have to, but because they need to feel useful again. Others spiral into depression. They did everything right and still feel empty, because financial independence solves a logistical problem, but not a spiritual one. FIRE promised to set you free. But the truth is, many were never chasing freedom. They were running from uncertainty, from vulnerability, from the terrifying truth that life is unpredictable and uncontrollable. FIRE offers the illusion of control. If you just calculate enough, save enough, optimize enough, you can avoid suffering. But you can't. Not with money, not with minimalism, not with early retirement. Because eventually, you have to confront the thing FIRE can't save you from: yourself. So what if the real escape isn't retiring early, but learning to live fully? What if freedom isn't a number, but a mindset? And what if the true cost of the rat race wasn't time or money, but the belief that happiness was always somewhere else? The FIRE movement gave birth to a generation of quiet rebels, but somewhere along the way, it stopped being a rebellion and became another way to hide. And the question we're all left with is this: what are you really trying to escape from? If this video made you pause, even for a second, consider subscribing. Leave a comment if you've ever felt the pull to escape. Thanks for watching.